Hey up Photo Pips, just a quick vlog, just need to share something with you. Just received an email, it was, let me just get this email up, 1st of August. It's basically from, I've been approached by Anorama now. Anorama are a big photographic company in New York City. And they've basically approached me and asked me if I'd be interested in reviewing some of their products. So I'm just going to read you the email. Believe me, I'm shocked, but not only shocked, overwhelmed. But I'll tell you why in a minute. Okay, it says, "Good day. First off, let me introduce myself. My name is Paula from Anorama Cameras in NYC. What's Anorama? Question mark. Basically, she just gives a little bit of information about what Anorama is now. Anybody that sort of into photography will know Anorama is a photography superstore which deals with cameras, electronics, you name it, they'll deal with it. We came across your video on YouTube offering great content. We could see the engagement and excitement of the viewers by their comments. Because of this, we'd love to send you a product for review so you can share your experience with your subscribers. That's you guys, so it's down to you for your comments and for your likes and for subscribing. It isn't the way the channel was supposed to go. As you know, I do this channel for myself. Now, the only way I can describe this is to say I've come to a fork in the road where YouTube's concerned. If I go to the left, I can go off and do my own thing still, which is not often enough. I don't feel I do enough content. But then if I go to the right, I can do the Anorama reviews, which is going to help everybody. It's going to help me because I get to play with gadgets. And it's going to help you guys because you know I'll be honest with you and I'll tell you the truth. If it's not good, I'll tell you it's not good. I'll tell you who it's for, who it's aimed at, and why it's aimed at them people. So then it says, besides offering great, valuable content for your viewers and subscribers, our products are also sold on Amazon. So you can even earn officiate commission as well. Also, they're going to throw in a 5 and 10% discount code on the products for your viewers and subscribers with a unique promotion code, so they can get in on the fun too. And it will be fun. You know I will make it fun. I'm really stoked about this. Really am. We would like to send you the following. So they're sending me a tripod. Okay, I've got a link here. I've basically had a quick look. It's nothing special. It's not like £300 tripod and ball head, right? It's a pretty mediocre tripod, but that's what it looks like. But we're going to rip it to bits and we're going to just see what it is, what it really is. And then the other thing they're sending us is a single level ball head, and again there's a link there. Now this looks superb, not only for still images, but for video. And the cameras are getting so small now that these ball heads are getting smaller, and I think this for me, this could be brilliant. So we'll see. Right, so after that it says, please tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Sounds like I'm going up court. We'll either blush with pride or rush to make things better. If for you any reason you aren't happy with our products, please let us know so we can fix things pronto. With your valuable feedback we'll be able to help others. Let us know if you have any questions. We're excited to hear from you. Thank you from us all at Anorama. How exciting is that? It's bloody brilliant. So keeping in mind that that was sent on the 1st of August. Now, I didn't reply until later that evening, which was probably good for the fact that it was in America and there's something like New York, I think, is something like 8 hours behind. So for them it was midday. and they wanted my my address and phone number and information. I was a little bit skeptical at first because, you know, things like this don't happen to me. For people to send me their product and want me to review, that is what I set out to do many years ago when I first took up photography. I was inspired by people that was getting the opportunity to review these amazing products, and do you know, it seems to be the old cliche, it comes to those that wait. Now, I've not pushed it, I've not put myself forward. These have come to me. One of the biggest companies in the world of photographer. Now, I remember a few years ago I went to Wex in Norwich, and I offered my assistance to them, not straight to the point, but basically told them, you know, I'm into this, I'm into doing like these reviews and vlogs, and you know, and I was hoping that Wex was going to get in touch, but nothing from anybody. And then one day you receive an email. But I just want to send a massive thank you to everybody's enthusiasm on the site that dropped me comments and on the Facebook page. I just want to say massive thank you, and I'm going to take this opportunity by the neck, and I'm going to do my best, because I feel it's where I've always wanted to go, whether it be teaching or whether it be reviewing, but just letting people know out there what is out there. Okay guys, while the email's up, I thought I might as well just do a quick Q&A session. Nothing too special. I'll go over to the YouTube channel and we'll just check out some of the emails and personal messages that I receive. Now, if you're not following me on the Facebook, it's basically, there's a link at the top of the YouTube page in the border at the top. Just click on that and it will take you straight to the page. If not, just type in www.facebook.com/HOTOGRAPHIC/ I nearly forgot how to spell photographic then. So it's www.facebook.com/CP photographic/. That's why it's easy just to go up to the top of the YouTube channel and click the little bubble. In fact, I'm going to show you where it is, and that will take directly to the Facebook page. So this is really poor the way I'm doing this, so excuse me please. So we've gone here and we go to my channel, and you see these up here, can you see them? These, look, Facebook Fun, Gmail, that's my website, that's my Instagram, and I don't know what that one is. Oh, that's my a Twitter account, but it's not really existent anymore, so don't worry too much about that. It's even got an old email on it, look, where I don't even use. So yeah, so if you want the Facebook, it's that one, then Gmail, then the website. So yeah, so there's no excuse guys, come and join us on the Facebook. I always put more images on there, just because when you're doing the YouTube videos you can flood them. You can really flood them with pictures, and to be honest it gets a little bit monotonous. So I created the YouTube channel where it's so easy just to drop me a personal message. It's no problem. 99.9% of the people are on Facebook. So come and join the fun. Right, let's have a look at some of these messages. Right, I just want to start off by, I just want to say thank you to a few people. I want to say thank you to everybody, but Mick Cook, he gave me some brilliant locations to go to in Derbyshire, and he was so spot on with the directions that he gave me that I don't know if I would have gone without him actually putting these places out. So I want to just say thank you to Mick. So thanks a lot, Mick. And there's also Kim Bradley, who's over in Australia now. She is a fantastic bird photographer and wildlife photographer. And we had a lot of interaction for a long while, on and off. And some of her images of birds was honestly stunning. Absolutely stunning. I don't know why she's not being published, but maybe she don't want to be published, you know. It's out there for people. It just makes me laugh when I see some of the talent of you guys, and nothing happening to it. Also want to put big thumbs up to Lee Ward at Lee Ward Photography over in Sheffield. Again, sent me out on some fantastic places, just pointing me in the right direction. Now, the thing is with me, a lot of people have invited me to go shooting with them. Now, I'm very spontaneous. I can be busy at work one minute, like everybody. You know, we all have to go to work, or we all have to find a way of getting an income. And I can be busy at work, then I can get a day off, and bang, I just pack my stuff up and I go. I am that spontaneous. Now, what I tend to do during the months of January, February and March, I have a week off in every single one of them months, which is holiday that I've accumulated. Now, I have to take these time on my own because my wife unfortunately cannot get that time off. So that is the time I tend to sort of go out venturing. Now, I know you're going to laugh at this and think it's really strange, but I do find it very difficult to socialise with other people. I don't want to get too deep into it, but it's just something I find hard to do, and I hope one day I do get over it. But I love to be out and people come up and talk to me and ask me questions. I absolutely love that, but I find it very difficult to commit to people. I don't know why. I don't know why, I just do. So when you guys all ask me, it takes me, when you're asking me, oh, Chris, come out with us, come out on a shoot with us, I'd love to meet up, we are, you know, I'd love to meet up, we are, but I just find it very, very difficult. The thing is, right, the way I look at it is, we all have our creative brains. Now, some people don't use their creative brains as much as others. Now, I feel I overload mine, and I think the downside to that is the socialising. You know, I mean, I don't really like to go out drinking, or I don't really like to go out partying or anything like that. My wife, she goes out with her friends and her sister and everything, but you know, look, I'm getting too deep already. I think I'll just leave it there. Anyways, so don't be afraid to ask me. I want you still to ask me, but don't be offended if I sort of can't make it or don't come. Okay, I'd never commit to anything, say that I'm going to be there and not show up. If I say I'm going to be there, I will be there. I am a man of my word. That's why I say I'm not coming. No. So I'm just going on here. Tony Marsh, thank you for all your help. And again, people in Derbyshire are so nice. It's I mean, you're all really nice. But when I went to Derbyshire, people were so friendly. And I tell you where else they were friendly. Northumberland. Oh my God. They can't do enough for you. So yeah, massive thanks to Tony. Cheers my boy. Alright. Love it. Now, Scott Hughes, right? Where do I start with Scott? He's always first to just jump on the bandwagon and put a comment, put a like, and I really appreciate it because he is a fantastic photographer. Now, if you get the chance to, if you look in the comments, have a look at what Scott's put on there. Click his Facebook thing and go and find him. Honestly, fantastic. And I just want to say thanks, Scott, because again, Scott has been asking me to go out on a shoot with him for ages, and I'm just waiting for that spontaneous moment where I can just go bang, yes. And it'll be one day I'll be off, I'll send him an email, what are you doing tomorrow? Do you want to go to Normanton Church? And he will go, yes, I've got tomorrow off. And that is how it will be. And that is how it'll all be. If someone ever wants to go shooting, you'll need to send me your details and then I'll go, I fancy going out for a shoot with this guy or this girl. And it will just be bang the next day. And you'll get an email and you'll go, oh, this guy's crazy. This guy's crazy. Where do I go on? I could just go on and on and on and on. Adam, right, there's a guy and his name's Adam Foz, okay? Now Adam was one of the first people to come over to the Facebook page. And he's been there ever since. Now, people have been and gone, you can't make everybody happy. So yeah, Adam, thank you for sticking around. I appreciate it. But there's so many, I mean, I've just hit, I know it's not a lot, but as you know, I don't push it. I've just hit 300 followers on the Facebook page. So I just want to say thank you to every single one of you. Thanks very much. Right, let's just have a quick look at some of these questions and answers, which is what we're supposed to be doing. You see, these are messages, but I've also got other things if I can find them. Because I got asked a question today and I can't really answer it. So I'm going to put it out there to you guys. And if you could leave a comment on the Facebook page with some advice for this young man. Why can't I? It is. Right, Ronnie came on the scene roughly around 2 weeks ago, and he sat and I think he watched every single video that I've done, and he liked and commented on every single one. So I want to just say a thank you to Ronnie. And he sent me a message, an email, along with loads of others. He sent me some brilliant questions, and he's also gave me some advice, which I appreciate. He's put, hi Chris, been looking at a couple of lenses to take the place of my kit lenses. Great start already. The Nikon AF-S DX Nikkor 18 to 55mm f3.5 5.6 G VR2 lens, right? Which is, what is that all about, Nikon? Come on, what is that? Now the Nikkor lenses, now I know a little bit about these lenses and they are superb. They are fantastic. So straight away he's heading in the right direction. 18 to 55mm f.3. It's a nice fast lens. It's fast enough. It's not 2.8, but it's fast enough. And at that 18mm, he's got a nice wide lens. Okay, so then his second lens he's looking at lenses, and the other is a Nikon AF-S-DX Nikkor 55 to 300mm f4.5 to 5.6, so it varies as the focal length goes out. Okay, f4.5 to 5.6 G EDVR dot. What do you think? It's not what I think, it's what you guys think. This is what I need your help on. Now I know if it was me, I would buy both them lenses, bang, straight away, because what it's doing, it's giving me 18 to 300mm in 2 lenses. Now, the right tool for the right job, I'll go 18mm for your landscapes, and then you've got your up to your 300 for your wildlife. What more do you want? So if it was me, I've brought them already. I think the VR is the image stabilization, so they've both got image stabilization, which definitely with the 55 to 300mm you're going to need VR. If it's not, please guys, put me right. I started with Nikon in 2009. I think it was a D60. It was an entry-level camera. It was brilliant. The only reason why I switched and went over to Canon was because my uncle was shooting with 50D, and I could not believe the speed that he was shooting these shots off at. We were shooting radio control cars, and they were just, and I was like, mine's going, and I thought, oh no. So that is the reason why I was sort of, I felt like I went that direction, because I could see it with my own eyes. It was tried and tested and proved in the pudding that it worked. So yeah, that's why I switched to Canon. A little bit of influence from my uncle. Yep, so sorry Ronette. So guys, if you've got any information, please let's help Ronette and give him the right advice. Just wondered, would you ever think about being a full-time professional photographer, or would you prefer to stay as things are? Well, to me that's a great question. No, not really. I don't really want to be a professional photographer. Quite happily doing what I'm doing. Enjoy it so much that I would be afraid if I did become a professional photographer, I'd lose the passion for it. So yeah, and as you all know, I drive a lorry in the day. It's what it is. It's a lorry driving job. It frees me up and gives me my afternoons. I'm normally done for somewhere between 1 and 3 most days. So yeah, you know, it's not a problem. So it's a good question. So no, not really. I don't really want to be a professional photographer. Hey Chris, great images. Keep up the good work. Just wondered how you got into photography and when you got into photography. Now this is a great question. It really is, because it, I suppose, gives you an insight into when you can start, and basically there is no when. You start doing photography whenever you want to start doing photography. Now I don't know if I'm ready to sort of say how and why I got into photography, but I got into photography in 2009, and that's when I bought that. Well, the wife said to me, oh, you know, you like photography, buy a camera, one of them big boy cameras. So I said, yeah, that's a good idea. So off I trotted down to Jessop's, which did go into bankruptcy, but they've just reopened new stores around the country, so keep your eyes out for them, guys. It's a brilliant store, and it was Leicester based. It was all from Leicester. But yeah, so 2009 I bought my first that Nikon, what I said about before, the D60. I'm sure it was a D60. And why I got into photography? Well, all I'll say is I was off work for 3 months with an illness, and it weren't like sort of rotting flesh or anything like that. It was something that I had to sort of just get on with, really get over. It took about 3 months, and the doctors said to me, you know, you're going to be off for 3 months. So it's what it is, you know, take your time. So yeah, yeah, it's just one of them things, ain't it? So the wife says, buy a camera and off you trot. So and that's how I got into it, and I just went from that. Then I won Leicester Photographer of the Year. I can't remember the date. I think it was 2012. Down to Facebook again. Somebody says, look, there's a competition in Leicester. This is the category old and new. So I decided, I've got an image, I'll just throw it in. Didn't think no more of it. Won. Couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. So yeah, amazing. So that's how I got into it. It was an illness, and you know what? I'm not the first and I won't be the last, and photography has helped hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people. You know, when you start talking to people, you find out how it has helped them in one way or another. So probably one of the best medicines I've ever took. So thanks for your question. So it's 2009 and just due to an illness. Okay guys, thank you very much. Hey up Chris, just wondered, you talk about a bucket list, what's left for you to shoot, and when do you think you can get round to doing them? The list is endless. Some of the things that I have done was the puffin shoot over on Northumberland, the Grand Canyon. I need to go back to New York, and there's so many images in New York that I need to tick off. Iceland, Scotland, Isle of Skye. The list is endless. Badgers, foxes. You might laugh at that, but you know, when you're starting out in photography, there's a few things that you need to do. One is a robin in the snow, a fox, squirrel. Squirrels are crazy. You know, when you first catch a squirrel and you photograph a squirrel, it's like you've won the World Cup. It's oh, look at this picture of a squirrel. It's amazing. But you know, when you look back, you think it's a squirrel. But it's on that list. It's on that list of things to do, things to photograph. But the puffin one was one for me. Inspired by Danny Green. He is a Loughborough-based wildlife photographer. And I met him at Bradgate Park and got chatting with him. And when I got back home, the first thing I did was went onto his website, and you know what? His images was like, oh my God. And there was a puffin one in there. And after seeing that image, I wanted to take that image. And you know what? When I went, I did not get the image that he done, which I am so pleased about. So yeah, it's what it is, and the list, it goes on and on. There's boats I want to photograph, there's seas, there's landscapes, there's animals, wildlife. It just goes on and on and on. Vehicles, aeroplanes. Where do I stop? It's an endless bucket list, which hopefully will keep me going for many years. But fantastic question, really like it. Okay guys, I'm going to leave it there because the camera is actually flashing at me and I think it's time to go. But we can always pick this up at another time. But the main reason for this was just to tell you about the Anorama thing and where the YouTube channel is going to be going. It's going to be going left for me to carry on doing the things that I want to do, and the days that I can't go out and shoot, I can head right, pick up and do a review of an item that Anorama have sent me. Do you know, the thing that really got me more than anything was that the company is so massive. Why me? Why did they pick me? One of my photography heroes, Gavin Hoey, he is a guy that I've followed from day one of getting into photography in a serious sense, which was obviously around 2009. When I first seen Gavin's stuff, I was amazed and, in a way, sort of honoured to be part of Anorama, which is something that he is also a part of. People like Mark Wallace, again, fantastic photographer. When he went out on his motorbike and he went all down South America, again, that's a pretty intense thing to do. How lucky am I? Okay guys, look, wish me luck with this, because I think that what they're doing is they're just testing the water. They've sent me out, or they're sending me out, which is another good thing. If it's coming from New York, we need to know how long it takes to get here. So if we do buy anything from Anorama and it's coming from New York, we need to know how long it takes. So I'm hoping not long. So I only replied on the 2nd of August, and we are now on the 7th. So we'll see. It's been 5 days. We'll see. Okay guys, thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed the few questions that fired at me. Like I say, get over to the Facebook page if you've got any questions, and also if you can help Ronnie with his Nikkor lens choices, and just pop a bit of advice. I'll put something up on the Facebook, so you can just go to that and just drop him, just write a comment on it, and then at least it'll be seen straight away. I'm just going to go out, and in fact I'll do it now. Okay guys, thanks a lot. Don't forget, get out and shoot. You know you want to. See you soon. Cheers.